How's it going? John here again with Fit for Knives. Today we're gonna have a big blade chop fest. Okay, these are some of the big blades that I have in my collection, and we're just gonna have some fun with these today. These have been reviewed many times. To start off, we're gonna be using, I should say, the Ontario RTAK II, the Tops Steel Eagle. This is the 111A, the Tanto with the Tanto tip, and the Condor Tool and Knife Atrox, the MTech Outlander, and the Kershaw Camp 10. All right, so here we go with the RTAK II chop test on the 1x8 treated lumber. Now, I'm not going to go over too many specs on these, but I am going to give you the weight and blade lengths and length of the knife, just so you know, and maybe the steel type. This is a 5160 steel. It weighs about 1 pound 6 ounces. It's a 10.5 inch blade, 17 inches overall, and it's probably about 3/16 thick. So let's get this going. Okay, so the next knife up is the Top Steel Eagle. This one weighs about 1 pound 7 ounces. It's got a 11.5 inch blade, 16 3/4 inches overall length, 1095 steel, and it's about 1/4 inch thick. So here we go, 10 chops. So the next knife we have here is the Condor Tool and Knife Atrox. It's about 1 pound 4 ounces, 10 3/4 inch blade length, 17.5 inches overall length, made out of 1075 steel, and about 3/16 of an inch thick. So here we go with the 10 chops here. The next knife we have here is the MTech Outlander. It weighs about 1 pound 11 ounces, blade length 13 inches, overall length 18 inches. And this is the 7CR13 MOV stainless steel. So let's see how this one does. All right, so the next knife is the Kershaw Camp 10. It weighs about 1 pound, 2.5 ounces, 10 inch blade, overall length 16 inches, It's made out of the 65 MN steel and about 3/16 of an inch thick. So let's see how this one does. Okay, so after that test, we're going to measure how deep we got into this wood, and let's see which one came out on top. I think all of them did pretty good, and I'll give my critiques on each one as I go. All right, so for the RTAK II, about 2.5 inches deep there. The top steel eagle, about 2 5/8. The Atrox, right at 2 3/4. The MTech Extreme Outlander. Wow. 3.5 inches. And the Kershaw Camp 10, about 2.5 inches deep. So they all did pretty well. The handle on this one, as all of you know if you've watched interviews, it's pretty girthy. If the handle was a bit thinner, it would be a little bit easier to handle, but overall, good knife. I mean, it did a great job. The tops, man, this thing is so thick. This thing's like an axe. Did pretty good. The handle is comfortable. It's just something about it. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to bite as well as the RTAK II. The Condor Atrox, thinner handle, pretty comfortable. The knife is very light though, but being that it's a flat grind, it was really biting in there really good. Now the MTech Outlander, it's a hollow grind, and even though it's a stainless steel, it did the best. Now, there's a lot of weight to this knife. When you're swinging this thing, you know you're swinging something. That's for sure. Now, the Kershaw, I mean, I can't say enough for this knife. I mean, it's so comfortable. You know, it kept up with all of these knives, and it's probably, without a doubt, the least expensive knife here on the table. All right, so we're going to get into some more testing, so let's get after it. Okay, so in this next segment, we're going to be chopping through some hose. Now, this is some industrial hose that I use at work. This is some 1/2 inch airline, and this is 5/8, 1 inch, and this large hose back here is 2.5 inch, 2 1/4, 2.5 inch, something like that. This is a piece of blasting hose. So each knife, we're gonna see how to chop through these, and we'll just go down the line and see what happens. All right, first up, RTAK II. Cut through that no problem. Almost got through that one. That might have been me. Just go back here a little bit. Yeah, this was definitely me. We're gonna do the 5/8 again. No problem there. Okay, time for this big boy. I didn't think so. All right, the next knife up is the Tops Steel Eagle. No problem there with the 1/2 inch. 5/8. Oh, man, almost there. I don't know if any blade is going to penetrate that. Okay, the next knife up, Condor Atrox. No problem. Try that again. No. 3/4 of the way through that one. Okay, 1-inch line. I am going to say this hose is softer than this hose, so that is a factor. Okay. I don't know. Well, I am going to say that one actually put a slice in it. The others didn't. All right, next up, MTech Extreme Outlander. All right, moment of truth. Woo! Man, now that one did slice it. That one's done the best so far. All right, the next knife we have is the infamous Kershaw Camp 10. Let's try this one out. Oh, scary. Nothing. Not even a scratch. Okay, next up we have some 1-inch PVC. And this is the more pliable, softer PVC. So I'm going to try it with the RTAK II. No problem. Okay, next up, Tops Steel Eagle. Condor Atrox. MTech Outlander. And the Kershaw Camp 10. Okay, so I have a limb. It's right around 1.25 inches. So we're going to see how many chops it's going to take to get through a limb this size. Okay, starting out with the RTAK II. So three on that one. Tops Steel Eagle. Four. Condor Atrox. Three. MTech Outlander. Holy moly. We're going to do that one more time. So two. Kershaw Camp 10. Woo. Man, won't let go. All right, so that took 4 or 5, but I really think we could have got through in 3 with this if my accuracy was correct. Okay, so that was fun. What'd you guys think? You know, in my opinion, they all did really well. If I was gonna pick a loser, which I like all my knives, you know, they're useful tools in different situations, but if I was gonna pick a loser today, it's probably gonna surprise a lot of you guys, but I believe the Tops Steel Eagle it was just under par compared to the rest of the blades. If you think any different, let me know in the comments. Believe it or not, the MTech Outlander did the best as far as a chopper is concerned. Now, this is a much heavier blade. You guys, a lot of you wouldn't want to carry something like this, but like I said, this was just a chopping test. If you notice, we didn't do any other activities with these knives today, like batoning or feather sticking or anything like that. I wanted to strictly keep it, you know, like a chopping video. What always never surprises me is how the Kershaw Camp 10 performs. It always does really great. And the RTAK II, another great blade. And I just love the Atrox. It's one of my favorite blades. But it did well today. I don't think it did as well as the MTech, the Kershaw, and the RTAK II. So the bottom two are these, and a winner, man, The only thing that's kind of keeping this from winning, as far as the chop test goes, it wins, but the steel, you know, I mean, am I going to take this out and really trust it, you know, for days on end, in a camping situation or survival situation? Man, that's the iffy part about this one. You know, I love this blade. I love this knife. It's big, it's heavy, you know, and it's a monster chopper. But if I was going to take two of these out in the field from this test, it would be the Kershaw or the RTAK II. So let's have a discussion about it. Tell me what you guys think, and which one would you choose? And I have some more big chopping blades that I'm going to do another one of these exactly. I'm going to do the exact same tests, and then we'll kind of go over those and see which one comes out on top on the next round. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. You know, stay safe during this crisis. We're going to get through it. I wanted to try to you know, instill some, you know, enlightenment during this time by doing something like this. I know everybody's bored sitting on the couch, so maybe you'll watch this video and you won't be so bored. Anyway, thanks again for watching. This is John with Fit for Knives. Take care.